All right, so physical fitness tests in Navy boot camp. So there's two. You do the RDC assessment, which is basically the OPFA official physical fitness assessment, but it doesn't really count. So RDC assessment, you will do your push-ups. Your push-ups, how many push-ups you can do in 2 minutes. You'll do your plank. The max plank is 3 minutes and 24 seconds. And then you'll do your run. So Freedom Hall is where you'll do this. The air there sucks. And they basically have 4 tracks. They have, like, there's a track on one side and then a track on the other side, and then you can go up and there's another track and then another track. So there's, like, upper and lower levels. Depending on how big your division is and depending on if they put you with another division, the track that you're running on is going to be crowded. So, sorry I got cut off. I actually had to answer a phone call from my Navy counselor. But we were talking about RDC assessment and OPFA. So, like, RDC assessment is, like, practice OPFA. So you do get scored on it. They do give you a pass-fail. And if you fail it, it's not a big deal. You still stay with your division. It just is basically like a tracker or something like that. It's basically letting you know at this week of boot camp how well you are and how well you're doing, so that you can do more push-ups, get better at planks, run faster before the actual OPFA. When you run, there's a million people on the track, but they use these little ankle trackers to, like, figure out how many laps you did. They'll tell you, count your own laps, because sometimes the computer messes up. It didn't mess up for me, but, like, it did for some of my shipmates. So you'll do the run, and there's, like, a pack of you, and your time, let me tell you this, your time only starts when your ankle passes the first sensor. So usually they have the faster people line up first and then the slower people in the back. Don't run super fast until you get to that sensor. All that running you just did from point A to the sensor is nothing. It means nothing. Also for the RDC assessment, just be aware I don't think we used, yes we did. We used the ankle for it. But there will be, like, this red timer that tells you how much time has passed. That can be misleading, because if you were in the back, the timer starts when the first person starts running. The timer starts when they say, okay, like, go. So from you until, like, that, like, first person, all that time that you ran is still going to be on the red clock, but it's not going to count towards your time. So RDC assessment, I thought that I failed the run because when I looked at the time, like when I ran past the last sensor on my last lap, it said like 15 something, which was more than my, like, allotted time. I'm 20, so my time was 15:15 is what I had to beat. And I, like, didn't make that on the RDC assessment. But when I actually was told what my actual run time was, it was like 14 something, because your time goes off of when you pass the sensor. That red clock is only, like, helpful for, like, maybe the first person who, like, the first group of people at the beginning, because those are the only people whose time actually started then. So just be aware of that.